Angela Taylor. Angela Taylor. If you'll state your name and county of residence, you'll have 3 minutes.
Angela Taylor, Knox County. Mr. Triplett, I would like to request 1 additional minute, please.
Require a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion. Ms. Taylor does work for us and is on one of our regional teams.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. She'll have 4 minutes to speak.
Thank you. Dr. Reiswick, school board members, assistant superintendents. Until yesterday at 3 o'clock, I was a secondary ELA facilitator, a position I have held for the last 6 years. At that time, I and many of my colleagues began receiving phone calls informing us that our positions had been cut and we had been reassigned to various positions in KCS. I recognize that KCS cannot control the government's freeze on Title II funds, and I recognize that there is fallout on many levels anytime educational funding is frozen. However, tonight I am asking the board to do 2 things. Number 1, investigate the legality and the policies of changing position funding sources without informing your employees. And number 2, investigate the inequity in which people were cut and reassigned. It is my understanding that central office employees are told the funding source for their position. As we know, funding sources can be fickle, and this process informs employees of their sources so that they are aware of potential cuts each year when funding and budgets are proposed and accepted. In 2019, I took the job of secondary ELA facilitator, a job I was told was funded through the general purpose budget. I have never been told that my funding source changed, so you can imagine my surprise when in a single sentence an HR representative told me that I had been moved and cut from the Title II budget. Many of my colleagues have similar stories. The fallout of the cuts astounds me. Our content teams have been cut with no real sense of equity. Facilitators who fell under the general purpose budget with me are now assigned to teaching positions across the district. Others who were hired at later dates as the regional structure grew and who were funded through federal dollars maintained positions. Every facilitator in the secondary ELA department was cut. We are the only department that did not retain a single facilitator. In addition to content facilitator cuts, the entire gifted and talented department was dispersed. I want parents across KCS to hear and understand the impact this will have on your intellectually gifted students. Previously, GT coaches developed lessons, taught small groups of students, wrote IEPs. Now, already strapped for time elementary teachers will be left to design the content of an additional daily small group during enrichment. Coaches who were walking families through IEPs for intellectually gifted students and supporting the students across KCS will no longer be able to support these families. Unfortunately, due to this reorganization, the gifted and talented department, who all appear to be funded through the general purpose budget, now have the jobs of content facilitators who were reassigned to classrooms. Yes, that's correct. The position I held 48 hours ago for 6 years was supposedly cut and now belongs to a GT coach. It is possible that a GT coach with no secondary ELA experience will be asked to support the school improvement plans of the Region 1 schools I have supported, including West High School. Meanwhile, I have been assigned a 6th grade ELA position, a grade level my educator license does not cover. I have worked in KCS for 20 years. I have lived in South Knoxville my entire adult life. I taught at West High School for 9 years, Career Magnet Academy for 2, and Southdale High School for 3. I have worked as a secondary ELA facilitator for the last 6 years. My children attend Beaumont Magnet Academy and Bearden Middle School. I have invested in KCS and its students, and I am fearful about how these cuts will impact our work in Knox County. Even if the board's inquiry finds everything to be done according to policy, I want to say the way facilitators were treated is unprofessional and unethical. Again, I ask the board to investigate the legality and the policy of changing position funding sources without informing employees and investigate the inequity in which these people were cut and reassigned. Thank you.